mother bird in this picture. When I was young, I was really envious of my friends who could receive extensive private lesson or go to institute because I couldn't. My mother said she couldn't afford to let me go to private institute because of our economic situation. But she always said to me, "But my daughter, you will do fine. You will do fine if you always do your best." Then young and really immature Sumi thought within herself that she always say, "Do your best." Maybe my mother think doing my best is really such a really easy one. Or one my age. And in retrospect, I was really immature person because now I know I can do anything that I want to accomplish if I have a strong will and trust myself. But around the time, I didn't realize that important fact. And one day, I felt as if my strength was completely draining out of me when I held my report card in my hand because I failed to get a desired math score. And suddenly, one of my friends approached me and said, "Hey, Sumi, did you do well on your test?" Well, you know what? My private tutor taught me a lot of questions which seem likely to be astronaut exam. And those are really astronaut exams, so I got a really good score. I'm really happy, she said. And after I heard what she said, young and really immature Sumi asked her mother again, "Mom, I think there would be always a limit if I study by myself continuously." Then my mother said something made me really reflect on myself. My mother said, "My daughter, you have to remember there are a lot of Korean students who accomplish their goal even if they can't afford to go to the institute. It seems you are always worried about what if my friends will get a higher score than me. You don't have to care about what their result is, where their institute is, or something like that. You have to concentrate on yourself." Suppose the situation. If you set a goal that you will get a higher score than your friend, and your friend get a score of 30, and you get a score of just 32, then you will be just satisfied with it because you achieve your goal because you get a higher score than your friend. This is the problem. But when you made yourself a promise like, in next test, I will get a 90 score. And after you study really hard, you get a score of 80. Then you will be able to reflect on yourself because it's a promise you made to yourself. Whatever people want to do, you don't have to care about what they do. You just have to concentrate on yourself. This is what my mother said. And after I heard what she said, I looked back on my past for a few seconds, and I finally realized how unwise I was. So since that time, I focused clearly on myself. I tried to find what I lack, what I'm not good at. And after I found my faults, I tried to remedy those shortcomings. And finally, I could get the result I had wanted. But when I met with good results, my mother didn't praise me. So at first, I didn't understand why she didn't praise me, even if I got a good result because of my effort. But as time went by, I could read her mind that she didn't want me to flatter myself. This was her intention. And when I became a high school senior, my mother called me and said to me, "Hey, my daughter, now do you know why I haven't praised you whenever you do your work well?" And she said, "To be honest, I was proud of you as your mother, but I wanted to be much tougher and much stronger. And I also didn't want you to depend on my sympathy word, so I didn't praise you. In other words, I trusted that you can do it well by yourself without anyone's help, without my help," she said. And after I heard what she said, I finally realized her way of teaching had made what I am today. So maybe you want to ask me, so what? The purpose of my talk is that I want to tell you we can succeed on our own without anyone's help. There are obviously someone who made a big impact on you, But I think we may all know who they are. But I think if we don't know who they are, we also can be others, not word. Don't you think so? So I want to tell you, I hope you to think about who have been a great influence in your lives, starting from today. Then you will be able to realize what you are today is not made by only yourself. And thank you for your listening.